Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to today's Pick a Card. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides everything you need to know about your future spouse and what our married life will feel like. We're going to get some clues. We have some charms and some initials today, and we're going to ask Spirit for some evidence. There may be somebody that is on your mind now, and you're wondering, is this the person I'm going to marry someday? Or you're looking for your spouse and you're just manifesting along with me today. So let's take a look at our choices. I have Group A, which is Makeout Session. Okay, I can't wait to kiss you. I have Group B, I want to commit. I'm ready to commit. I will propose to you someday. And I have Group C, Our First Kiss. I'll never forget our first kiss. So take a moment to see which card you feel most drawn to. And I will timestamp A, B, and C in the description below. And I will see you in your readings. If you picked Group A, this reading is for you. You picked Makeout Session. So you want to be intimate with this person. You enjoy kissing. You enjoy intimacy, not just sex, but some intimacy. And you want some affection. So let's see what our cards are saying. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages about our future spouse. What's the energy around this connection? What will our marriage feel like? What are the feelings around this connection? Any clues and evidence you want to share with me? I am listening for you now. I have a life partner. Your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. I want stability. I definitely want stability in my life. I want a partner for life, team player. I want honest communication. Someone will be reaching out. Expect a heart-to-heart conversation. That felt to me that I have the ability to talk to you about anything. You know, like there's nothing that you can't say to me that would change my mind for how much I love you. So I think that communication will be beautiful in this connection. It feels open your heart. Love is the highest energy of all. I'm going to let you in. Part of me feels like you could be the first person that this person has ever truly been in love with. They could have cared for other people, loved other people, but they are feeling something different with this connection. And you may look at them and say, you're in love for the first time. And I don't care whether they're 20 or 50. There's a difference between loving somebody and being in love with somebody. So I think your person is going to experience something with you they've never felt before. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. I have a 9 of Wands. And I have a 7 of Cups. I'm going to say that this person has had a lot on their plate for a long time. They could have been a single parent. They could have dated a lot of different people, but they never met anybody they really want to be with. They probably have been focusing on getting their arms around their income, their finances, feeling more secure in that area of their life as somebody who's independent. But I do feel like they have a story to tell with like difficult times, you know, whether it's like I said, raising children or building a business from scratch, or it hasn't always been easy. So I do feel like they're a very hard worker, and I do feel like they've gotten through something. I have a Magician. I have an Empress. I have a 7 of Swords. And I have a Star. So I think that honesty is going to be very important to this person. I feel that they have either struggled and had a long road with somebody else, and maybe it was just deflating, you know, like they always felt like that person just wasn't honest with them or wasn't there for them, something like that. I think they struggle with trust a little bit with that 7 of Swords also. But that being said, I think they believe in love, and I feel like once they find their empress, I feel like this person's going to have a lot to give. I feel that they are going to, it's a little bit of, I'm going to prove to you, and I'm not a big I prove to you person, but I'm going to prove to you that I love you. I'm going to prove to you that you choosing me to be your partner for life, or you deciding that you want to love me, is going to be the right decision for you. So there's a part of me that says they go out of their way, little bit of a jumping through hoops to prove, because I do feel like you are what they have been wishing for, or they really had hoped for. So, it's they just said it's a surprise to them that you're exactly what they had always hoped for. Like maybe they've dated other people and they just didn't even come close to somebody like you. I have an ex, thoughts of an ex. No, I don't feel like you or them are going back. It's probably a conversation about, would you ever consider taking your ex back? If times had changed. And I feel like you're both way beyond that door is closed for a long time. I feel intimate and independent at the same time with this person. I can do my own thing, but then we have a lot of things that we do together that are just ours. So we can live separate lives, so to speak, and then we do things together. So I feel like that's probably the best balance, is that you kind of remain independent within a relationship. I have a Pisces, I have a Scorpio, I have a Gemini, and I have a Sagittarius. Let's get one more of these. And I have happily ever after. So I'm going to say it's a soulmate energy. I like the intertwined energy there, that, our hearts are intertwined, our lives become intertwined. We have two very separate lives when we meet, and slowly over time we get to know each other, and until they kind of are meshed with, that we're together as a couple. Let's grab some initials. Spirit, we'll start to get a couple of clues. I have the letter A, W, M, G. I have an R. I have an N, Z, I, the letter D. I have a T, and I have a V. And then let's do a couple more of these. These are first letter, second letter of a first name or a last name. So let's see if this, maybe there's somebody on your mind that you can confirm that this will be your future spouse. Okay, they're saying they love you very much. I have J-E, E-M, M-A-L-I-I-S. I have an E-D, I have an S-A. I have an E-R. Two more of these, please, Spirit. I have a T-I. And I have an M-I. Okay, so some of you definitely could get confirmation with that. Spirit, please share with me anything you want me to know about my future spouse. What will this relationship feel like? Any clues that you have? I have a Wheel of Fortune, expansive, a turning point in your life, destiny. I will say that it's a soul connection, that you may feel like, what are the chances that we met? We're both very happy about this kind of next phase of our life. I also feel like it's not our first rodeo. It's not our first relationship. So we have, we both have experience coming into this. I have childlike energy here with this Taurus, with this Leo energy. I have playful energy, spontaneity. My inner child is having a great time. Maybe this is a very playful, this is the person I laugh with the most. We understand each other's jokes. We have private jokes. So there's almost like this telepathic connection happening where we can just look at each other and know what we're thinking. So we really do get very intimate, fixed in the middle, okay? Purpose driven. I feel secure. This person is reliable. This relationship keeps going. So this feeling of we have a purpose, whether it's we're going to have a family, we're going to share a life together. Maybe we have a business together someday, but our purpose, another Leo energy, arms wide open, very vital, very creative, lots of energy in this connection. You both could be very healthy. You like to do things. You are very spontaneous, something along those lines. I have a Taurus energy, a sense of watching it grow. Love is growing. It's steady. I also could have a gardener. I love my yard. I spend a lot of time in my yard. I enjoy taking care of the yard, and I love my home and things like that. I have a Fool at the bottom of my deck, so jump right in. Don't be afraid is how they're saying it, and just kind of embrace this new opportunity. For me, I feel like it's that door that's opening, that change, that phase in your life where you know that you're heading into something big, where you know that this is life changing, things like that. But you're having a good time doing it. I have a Six of Cups. Yeah, it's a soul connection. I have a Six of Pentacles, give and take, very generous person. I have a Three of Swords. You both have had heartaches. You both have hurt before. But we do believe in love. It's a sense of, if anything, I'm afraid that you could break my heart. I would be devastated if anything happened to you. So this person is going to fall very much in love with you. And it could be the first time in their life that just the thought of losing you would be enough to devastate them. So that tells me they're very much in love with you. You're reflecting each other in the mirror. You're very, very similar. So you have a lot in common. And this is probably the most romantic person you've ever been with. Even if it's little things, doesn't mean they're sending you dozens of roses. It could be that they get up out of bed and they go make the coffee and bring it to you in bed. That something as simple as nobody's ever really done that for me before. Let's grab some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. Maybe we'll get some additional clues. Feelings, anything about, I have this big, beautiful bowl. So let me see what they're saying. I know I've got some other signs in here, letters, things like that. So let's start with the letters. Let me get this as close as I can. I have the letter R. I have some numbers. I have the number 15, number 17. Okay, this rainbow's jumping out at me. So a little bit of a, after the storm comes the rainbow. So maybe it is after a difficult time in somebody's life that, this beautiful love arrives. I'm ready to, it really has an energy of I'm ready to start the next phase of my life. And the next phase of my life is my spouse, is somebody I end up with. So I just feel like I'm just so ready. And that could be you, that could be them. I have a instrument, a trumpet. Let the trumpets play. Okay, so a little bit of my angels. I feel like my angels in the spirit world are playing trumpets, and I don't know, like a celebration, announcing this union, something like that. That felt nice. And let's see what else. I have a beach chair. Okay, so summertime, maybe it feels like early. It gets so hot now. You could go to the beach in May. So if you live somewhere where it's either sitting outside, doesn't even necessarily have to be at the ocean, but you're sitting outside with like deck chairs by the pool with the sun on your face, like let's sit outside. But I do feel like it's early spring. Here's a flower, the flowers maybe are just starting to bloom. Here's a snowflake, like we're coming out of that season. And maybe it's one of those first days where you can actually sit outside and it's really, really pretty. And you're noticing, like the flowers are coming out. Let's sit outside. It's nice outside. So this feeling of garden, back deck, pool deck, I don't know, backyard patio, that could be a very distinct place that we love to hang out, something like that. I have a cross, so we could share the same religion, same spirituality. I have, she believed, she could, and she did. That came into me more as they believe in you, okay? That there's something about you that's very special. Like, I'll always believe in you. I will always be your cheerleader. I will always have your back, something along those lines. What is this? Is this a piece of pizza? No, it's a watermelon. Okay, so maybe that's a summer fruit. That could be a favorite fruit. That could be something that I look forward to. And let's see, I don't know if I can get this between my nails, and it's laying really flat. Okay, here we go. A t-shirt with a big heart. So they said, you're the one I love. I mean, it's as simple as that. You're the one I love. I mean, I'll wear it on a t-shirt. I'll have a billboard made. Here's this beautiful horse with this kind of stallion energy. It could be a very strong divine masculine energy around this connection. And then is this Cinderella's palace. So you could feel definitely like I am Cinderella. I'm living a fairy tale. And you do feel that way when you fall in love with somebody. And it should feel that way, especially somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with and be committed to. So you could be feeling like this is all a fairy tale, but believe me, it's going to be real. And Spirit wants this for you. Okay, so let's see what else they have. Spirit, let's see timeline. What do you have for timeline around this connection? What is it you need me to know? I have September, okay, the number 23. It's the right time to take action. Maybe I want to move something forward with somebody that comes into your energy. The next couple of weeks, wow. Okay, and I have August. So maybe by the summertime, July, August, September, it's, somebody is really in our energy and we're really moving it forward. We're sitting outside in those beach chairs and enjoying the sun on our face. Spirit, please share with me some future loving feelings from my spouse. What do they want us to know? There's no one I trust with my heart but you. Yeah, I'll wear my heart on my sleeve, basically. It's so good with you. I never want to leave. If anything, the only thing that is, and it's not even it's just a fear. I'm so in love with you. I just can't imagine my life without you. And usually that's the crossover point for people to want that commitment. So I'm going to say that we're going to both feel that way. I can't live without you. My family's crazy about you, and I can't say I blame them. So you're going to get along with their family. We could do a lot with the family. Beautiful. I'm healing to be a better person for both of us. I've been working on myself. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's them. Maybe you needed some time alone to heal. Let's get a couple more. I'm ready to level up our relationship, somebody who wants a commitment. And I can't keep my hands to myself. I adore every inch of you. I'm totally into you. So how beautiful, beautiful, loving energy. Let's ask Spirit to guide this to you now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you picked Group B, proposal, this reading is for you. So this looks like a commitment, doesn't it? It's definitely, I I'm going to give you a ring. I'm going to, whether they get down on one knee or however, but I'm definitely going to give you a ring. I want to make it real, Spirit just said. So, my future spouse, I feel like I'm going to surprise you with that ring. I don't feel like it's something that we talk about ahead of time. I feel like maybe it's going to happen, but I definitely feel like they want to surprise you. So, just know that. Spirit, please share with me. I have, we're a perfect match. You complete each other in the most harmonious ways. So you feel like you're supposed to be together, or we fit together. There's a sense of we fit together. How can we fit together so well? Spirit, please share with me. I have honest communication. Someone will be reaching out. Expect a heart-to-heart conversation. I want to be honest with you about my feelings. Definitely a feeling of I want to take it to the next level. Like, this person isn't afraid to share about like where we're headed or what it is that they want with you. So I don't feel like you're going to question like, where do I stand with this person? I feel like it will naturally unfold. I have freedom. This relationship allows you some healthy space and room to breathe. So they're not going to take away the things that you are already working on. They're going to, if you have a career, if you have goals, ambition, and those things are important to you, that's probably why they've fallen in love with you, that you're independent. And then bottom of the deck, I love this, a psychic connection. Your communication goes beyond mere words. So this could be some kind of soul connection, twin flame, soulmate, but telepathic connection. I can feel you, I know you're going to call when you're going to call. I know what you're feeling. I feel very connected to you emotionally and spiritually and psychically. So that could be just a clue that I've never felt this kind of in tune with somebody. Let's see what the cards are saying today. I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have a Seven of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. I have a Knight of Wands. It felt like I just feel so lucky to have you. It was almost a feeling of, I feel like I just hit the jackpot. So they could be really impressed with you. They could see you as you check all the boxes. You really are something else, like I'm really proud to be with you. You really inspire me. I definitely want to put some time and energy into this connection, and I'm super attracted to you. So the flames of passion are there, but I think their first impression of you is more, you're the whole package. I'm going to say it that way, that it's not necessarily, yeah, of course I'm attracted to you, but you have so much more to offer than just your looks is really why they're going to fall in love with you. I have an Eight of Cups. I have Temperance. I have a Five of Cups. And I have a Four of Pentacles. Little bit of them understanding your pain of some kind. Somebody abandoned you, somebody walked away from you, somebody wanted to be with somebody else. Little bit of an understanding, like I know where you're coming from. So they're giving you patience with that. They're giving you a lot of time to open up because they're not the one that hurt you. They definitely are still willing to invest the time, even if you say things like, I just need time, I need you to trust me, or I need to trust. They feel the connection spiritually, so they're not going to walk away from this. And I really do feel like you're the whole package right from the beginning. So for them, I'm going to say the feelings only increase over time, and they really see that they could have a really fulfilling life with you, that we could have it all. So the only thing that right now, and it's not necessarily holding the connection back, it's more of I'll give you as much time as you need, because I can see something in this connection going kind of all the way. So yeah, I think you'll find trust with this person in a short period of time. I don't think it will take you that long. They're very loving, very caring, express their emotions. impromptu photo shoots. Okay, so sending pictures when I'm not with you. Okay, maybe they're out with friends, or they are, out to dinner and they take a picture of their food and they send a picture of their food to you. So this feels spontaneous. Did I just say spontaneous? Wow. It feels spontaneous, these pictures. So they are spontaneous. Their energy is spontaneous. Spontaneous gifts, wanting to see you, calling you maybe when you're not expecting a phone call, just to hear your voice. So I do feel like they're a little bit spontaneous. You may feel like they fly by the seat of their pants, but maybe that's what you like about them. They're always kind of up to doing something. I have a lot of compliments. I love your eyes. I love your smile. Definitely attracted to you. But I feel like they're consistent with that. It's not like they just said it once on the first date. I feel like they find even more and more things to compliment you on, and they notice little things about you, Spirit's saying. So I feel like they're very nice and complimentary. Wine tasting, I feel like that's something that we could enjoy. We could enjoy going to different places. Maybe we go to vineyards. Maybe we travel to California to go to the vineyards, or Italy to go to the vineyards. That's something that is on our bucket list. So maybe that's something that we just want to do. That feels nice. I have massages. I love when you rub my back. You love when they rub your feet. Okay. Your feet are always cold, Spirit's saying. So they're always trying to warm them up. They rub them and then they put big socks on for you. So something's going on there with somebody who's got cold feet. I like to go on road trips, very spontaneous. I feel like maybe we go places and we don't really have a direction, and maybe we just do things along the way. Like we look up, where do you want to stop for lunch? What kind of food do you want to eat? And, somebody's sitting there Google searching and looking for good places or 5-star reviews or something like that. So I feel like we're both kind of, I don't know, willing to just do whatever, whatever, as long as we're together, it's fun. A gentleman, I'm there by your side. I protect you. I open the door for you. I treat you well. I respect you. I value you. Like I said, this person's going to get over that hurdle of you can trust them in a very short period of time. So they're going to do the work. I found this cornflake for you, little love notes. I think they have a really, how do I want to say it? Quick wit, okay, like that they think of things very fast, and they're funny. They think very fast is something I want to say. Let's see what letters. Let's see what initials. First initials, last initials, Spirit. What is it that you have for us for this connection? Let's see. I have the letter M, B. I have an S, R, H. I have an N, X, Z, C, G. Let's get one more of these, and a K. And let's get these other letters. These I've been using. These are first letter, second letter of either the first name, your first name, last name, or their first name, last name. So some of you, if you have somebody in mind, sometimes these are very, very accurate. So let's see what they're saying. I have a G-O, J-E, J-U, H-A. I have a D-O, R-A, R-O, M-I, an A-D, and I have a J-A. Okay, so let me know in the comments if that connected to you. Spirit, tell me a little bit more, another clues that you have for us. I have a home. We'll have a home together. It came into me as building a home. So you may find something that either you do a lot of renovation work to, or you find like a development where it's new construction, where you get to pick all your new finishes and you guys do that together, but it did feel like almost a building a house. Like I've always wanted to build a house, build a custom house, something like that. I have a soulmate energy. For some of you, it could be a mixed race. It could be that we have different nationalities. So there could be a difference. I don't think it matters. It's your soulmate. But for some of you, that could be a clue, and it could be a different religion, something like that. I have an ex. Are you thinking about your ex? I'm going to say no. I think we get over that hurdle of no, I definitely don't think about my ex. I have a Gemini, maybe a twin connection. We're intimate and independent. That came into me as what they love about you. The intimacy was more of I love how you love me. Okay. Like they love, and they can see in your eyes how much you care about them. They love that you can hold your own. They love that you're independent. They don't have to, they can leave you talking to family members and go do something and you're going to be fine. They're saying you're very independent. That's good. But I liked the feeling of they love how you look at them. So that's important to them, that they know you love them. I have a Sagittarius. I have a Pisces. And let's get one more of these. And I have a Capricorn today. Okay, so those all feel really nice. Spirit, let's get some charms. Let's see what they have for you for charms. I've got this beautiful bowl of charms. I'm going to start with the runes because they have some numbers, so the numbers can connect to you. I have a number 6, could be June, 6 weeks, 6 days. I have a number 11, the number 15. These could be birthday days as well. I have 5, May, 5 weeks, 5 days, and I have 7. That could be July. So let's get some charms also. Let me give these a good stir. And I'm just going to dig into the bottom here. Maybe get some of the ones that always seem to fall to the bottom. There's got to be some good ones down here. Let's see. Okay, and I'm going to get a couple more. All right, let me see what's jumping out at me first. I have the hospital jumping out. Somebody could be a doctor. Somebody could work at the hospital, nurse, doctor. Yeah, I'm going to go with, and this is a stethoscope, something scope, works at the hospital, nurse, somebody that could be, connected in any way to medicine. So that could be a clue. I've got this gingerbread man and a Christmas bell. So I'm going to say Christmas. We celebrate Christmas. The gingerbread man is coming into me as I like to make holiday cookies. Like maybe I don't bake all the time, but at the holidays I do like to bake. It's something that I like to do. Here's a nativity set. So I'm going to say we celebrate Christmas for many of you. I have a bird on a ring. This is coming into me as independent, believe it or not. This bird, I think they love everything about you as far as either what you've achieved in your lifetime, the goals that you've set, you're doing really great for yourself, something like that. So it's a little bit of, I just love your independence and I'm proud of you. So you've got a cheerleader. I have a key. I'm going to go with that new home. We're going to build a new home. I have a pot leaf, so maybe somebody likes marijuana, maybe somebody in a state that's legal, they vape or they take gummies or something like that, recreational, something. Namaste. Okay. And I have a pumpkin. I love Halloween. I like the fall. Maybe the fall is significant to some of you. It could be a birthday. It could be we really are connecting in the fall. Could have a fall wedding. Maybe you've always wanted a wedding around, Halloween or a fall wedding. So maybe that's something important to both of you. Okay, so there are our charms. Okay, so those are good clues. Spirit, what else is it that you want us to know about this connection? What is it that you need us to know about our future spouse? Any feelings, any energy that you have? I have a Knight of Wands. So, yeah, I feel like they're very passionate about you. I feel like they're a little bit of I put you on a pedestal energy, which is nothing wrong with that. I have a 10 of Wands and I have an 8 of Cups. There's a part of me that says this person can get through anything as long as you're by their side. It's almost like, you know what, there isn't anything that we can't get through as long as we do it together. It took me a long time to find you. I'm not walking away. I want to be in this connection. I have a 10 of Pentacles, a King of Wands, and an Ace of Wands. That came into me as I will give you everything. All right. You know, just whatever it takes to, you know, keep our life happy. And, you know, their intentions, they're not selfish. This isn't somebody who's selfish. This is somebody who's generous and will share with you and build a life with you like a true partnership. But they also see the potential that you both have. You both have incredible, you know, things that you're bringing to this relationship. So it's almost like together we can do anything, or it is together we can do anything. Let's see when this is coming. Spirit, please share with me. When is this energy coming towards us? The next couple of months. I got the number 43, could be an age. I have today, okay, number 52. Age difference coming into me now, a little bit of an age difference. I have the number 48, full moon, and I have 3 months from now, the number 27. So those are all good. You know, I mean, it's of course divine timing, and that's okay too. Spirit, let's get some loving messages from our future spouse. Okay. I find it attractive when you accept my compliments. So I do feel like they compliment you often. I do feel like that's something that, and they mean it when they say it. I want to support your goals. This is huge. This, I feel like, is a big part of this relationship, that this is your cheerleader. This is the person who says you can do anything. I will let you do anything you want with your career, or if you want to change your career, I'll support that. You know, like whatever it is that you want to do, they're not going to hold you back. If anything, they're going to help you achieve it. So it's somebody who really believes in you. You can't scare me away. I'm here for the long haul. Yeah, there's nothing you can't say to this person that this person's going to change their mind. I mean, they definitely want to share a life with you. There's something I need to know. And this feels like when they're ready to ask you to marry them, it was almost a feeling of there's something I need to know. Like, will you spend the rest of your life with me? You know, so it was just, I don't know. It felt like it was part of the proposal itself. I'm ready to level up our relationship. You're not going to question where are we headed. I feel like this person is going to give you all indications that they do want a commitment with you, and that, you know, I mean, we're headed in that direction, Spirit just said. So let's put this out to the universe. Beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. Hi, everybody. If you picked Group C, the first kiss, this reading is for you. So we're going to ask our spirit guides about your future spouse and what it's going to feel like, everything about them. What is our married life going to look like? Any feelings, any evidence that Spirit has today they want to share with you. So let's call in our guides. Spirit, please share with me. For anyone who has found this reading, what is it that you need us to know? What is it that you want us to hear? I am listening for you now. I have real feelings. You share true romantic feelings worth exploring. Yeah, nobody wants to be in a relationship, certainly not a marriage, that doesn't have those deep, loving feelings. You want to be in love with somebody. Otherwise, you know, life is hard, and you don't want to be with the wrong one, Spirit's saying. So I want somebody who I'm really going to love. I have a forever young energy. Your romance sings with joy as you surrender to youthful playfulness. That felt more like it's so much fun in the beginning, like you just can't even believe it. Whether it's laughter, they're saying dancing. Okay, there could be some dancing involved for some of you, but it's very playful. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of banter. There's a lot of almost seduction energy in the beginning. And we just have a blast. We're just enjoying each other and falling in love. I have forgiveness, allowing healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. So this person could be very good for you as far as being vulnerable with you, that you are able to release some old wounds and give yourself a sense of freedom with them, and just kind of enjoy, this next phase of your life. Spirit, let's see what we have for cards. I have a three of cups. I have a 10 of swords. I have strength. And I have a 4 of wands. So I always see the 3 of cups as a engagement. I don't know why. I feel like I'm calling my mother, calling my sister, picking up the phone to my best friend and saying, oh my God, he proposed, she proposed. And the pumpkins are jumping out at me. Maybe I have a fall proposal, something like that. But then it leads to a wedding. We set the date. It's not just a ring on my finger that is going to stay as we're going to just stay engaged, and we never really get married. This person sets the date and we make wedding plans. And Spirit's saying we have a big, beautiful family. We both have a lot of family that we want to be involved. And we have a big, beautiful wedding. So it feels like, I don't want to say tragic, but it feels like I was probably very close to thinking that I was going to marry someone else. And that ended. And I just never thought I'd meet somebody I wanted to marry again. So I feel like it just wasn't the right person. And maybe they did you a huge favor. It's almost like my family and friends could see it before I could. And they really, really like this new person. They really want this person to become a part of our family. So I feel like everybody's approving it. Alone time is how that 4 of swords came into me, and a death. Yeah, I'm going to say that there was somebody that I thought I really was going to end up with, but I didn't. And I think your family and friends knew it before you did, but maybe you just kept putting in the energy into that person. Whoever this is, I feel like the passion is more there. I think that you're more passionate for this person. I think you are more excited in general about this person. Like this person really makes your heart skip a beat, or, like you miss them when they're at work, something simple like that. Like, it's no big deal. We haven't seen each other for, a half a day, but you know what? You still miss them. Like you could be with this person 24 hours a day and it's not enough. I have a 3 of wands and an ace of cups. I feel like this love is only going to lead to a future together. I think that right from the beginning, we both feel it. We both kind of sense that this is going to turn into something more. So whether it's love at first sight for both of us, or it's just a really, really good start. We understand each other, Spirit just said. We really enjoy each other's company. There's a sense of, I really enjoy being with you. Tell me more about this relationship, Spirit. I have a pilot. Could be in an armed services, Air Force, but it was more of a steering, like we're in charge of steering the course. We're in charge of where we go and where we want to end up. So nobody's going to tell us what to do. nobody else gets a vote, kind of like that. Double chin. Okay. I think I love you just the way you are. If there's something you don't love about yourself, I don't feel like this person's ever going to point it out. But they could say, it is what it is. They love you just the way you are, is the message. So, that's, if there's anything about your body or your looks you don't like, they love you no matter what. I like the student energy. I feel a little bit of a teacher energy around that as well. School systems, teaching, aides, anything like that could be connected to education, higher education. I have a performer. I don't know if they're a performer on stage, but it feels like they're entertaining to you, okay? That either they make you laugh or they tell a funny story, or the things that they do, like they just could have a beautiful sense of a little bit outgoing energy, a sense of they make you laugh. That's all that matters. I have management. Okay. They could be a boss. They could be moving up in the company that they're in charge of other people. I don't know if kinky is involved, but we do like to have fun. And it could be Spirit's way of saying, this is the best lover I've ever had. I feel, uninhibited with you. I feel safe with you. I can let go with you, something like that physically. I have short dark hair. Okay. I have smooth skin. I always love this card. Look at the lips. I love your lips. I always feel like I love your lips with that card. There could be something that I stare at your lips. Let's get some initials. Let's see what the initials are saying. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have? I have an L. I have an R. I have an I. I have an O. I have a T. C, D, J. I have an E, another I. I have a G. I have an M. Get a couple more T. And I have a V. And then I have some additional letters. These are 2 letters. So they could represent the first letter, second letter of a name, first name, last name. So if you do have somebody in your mind thinking, is this going to be my future spouse? This could be a confirmation. I have an N-I, G-A. I have an E-M, E-R, W-A, S-C, J-U. Let's get 2 more of these. H-E and an R-O. Okay, so some of those you could definitely be connecting to. If you do, let me know in the comments. All right, let's see. Spirit, tell me more about this connection or any clues that you have as well. I like the spontaneity. I like that they entertain you. I think that's always good. I have a Libra. I have a home together, a nest together. I like the nest feeling because I feel at home with you with the nest. Like we're going to build a life that we both feel like that nesting energy. We could both like to be at home, like homebody energy as well. We could like to do things around the house, something like that. I have a soulmate energy. Beautiful. I have exes. Yeah, I have exes. I think about the exes, but I don't want the exes to return is how it just came in. I have a Gemini. I'm manifesting this. I have been manifesting somebody just like you. So this is what I feel like it's better than what you're manifesting. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I have a free spirit. I like the wishing star in this. There is a sense of free spirit with this person. There is a sense of they're very entertaining. They have a great sense of humor. They have a big personality. Spirit just said they really make you laugh. I'm going to say if you hear yourself laughing out loud with this person consistently, I think that that's something that is part of their strength, is that they can see the light, and, like, they're probably even in difficult situations that they try to lighten it as best they can, just to, break the intensity of something. This is a big bowl of charms. So let's see what we have for charms. I'm going to go with these numbers first. These could connect to you. I have number 4, April. I have 1, 20. I have a number 9, September, the number 29. So some of those could be definitely connecting to you. And then I have this big, beautiful bowl. Let's see. I'm going to go over here into this corner. There's lots of fun stuff in this bowl. All right, let's see what's jumping out at me. I have a crown. I'll treat you right, is how that came into me. You're my queen. You're my king. I'll treat you right. So I do feel like they honor you and respect you. I think that comes first. I have an angel. I'm going to say sent from above. Like there's a part of you. Here's a star, like make a wish. I wish for this. I feel like this is heavenly sent. I feel like somebody's been watching over us and brought us together. It's just one of those loves where you say it's gotta be heavenly sent. I can't explain it any other way. Okay, so it came into me as a paper clip, but it's like a loop. But it did come into me as a paper clip. And all I could think of is putting things together, that a paper clip will hold us together, like something will hold us together. Our love will hold us together. Even this kind of infinite loop, like there's no break in the loop, like almost an infinity symbol as well, where, it's infinite. So there's no break in this. Nothing can come between us also. What is this? Is this a little cacti? It's a cactus. Okay. Warm weather. Maybe I have, maybe I like cacti. I have like different types of cacti in cactus in my garden or in my home. Maybe it's something that I take care of. It's kind of a unique plant. That might be a really good clue for somebody. I have this feels like a magnolia leaf. So I have maybe a big magnolia bush or something that blooms with big flowers, hydrangea or magnolias, something like that. I have a Santa sled that came into me more as we'll be together for the holidays. So when I meet this person, we will stay together, we'll be together. What does this say? Property of Davy Jones. Okay, but it feels like a contract. It feels like we're buying a home, property. So we're signing a home, getting a mortgage. We are buying a home together. So that feels like that's probably one of the first things we do is we get a home. For some of you, I have a baby carriage. So for some of you, it's not only a marriage, buying a home, it involves a baby. And I'm going to put the clock with that because I feel like everything happens like in timing, right? We meet this person, we fall in love, we get proposed, we have a big wedding, we buy our house, we have our baby. So it feels like everything just unfolds like in kind of timing. For those of you that are looking for that family and my spouse and will this happen? I have these tools. I want to look at these tools for a second because I want to see what these tools are. Okay. So they're pliers, scissors. They look like they could be medical tools, but they almost look like nail tools, like a nail salon tool. So it could be somebody who's connected to cosmetology, nails. You get your nails done. So that could be more along those lines. So I'm going more with cosmetology for someone. I have a sailboat. I feel like these are like a wish list or a bucket list. If you had more hours in the day and you were to ask this person, what would you want to do? I want to learn how to play a guitar. I want to take guitar lessons. I want to learn how to sail a boat. I feel like it's bucket list, like in the future, when I have time and energy and money, I feel like those are things that I'd love to do. I'd love to learn. So those are our clues, and hopefully those are connecting to many of you. Spirit, what else do you have for us in this beautiful spouse energy? What would our married life feel like or look like? I have a Chariot, full speed ahead. I have a 7 of Cups. I have a High Priestess, and I have a 7 of Wands. I feel like your intuition stands out. They could see you as gifted. They could see you as you have this beautiful sense of knowing people or connecting to people, empathic, things like that. I feel like you stood out. It was almost like you stood out in that 7 of Cups. Once they decided that, yeah, this is somebody I want to move forward with this Chariot, I feel like I'm not going to give up on you. I'm not going to give up on this connection. So I do feel like bottom of the deck, I have a Knight of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. I want you to feel secure. I'm going to give you what you need. I'm going to show you that I want to be with you. So it could be somebody who's the most generous person that you've ever had, or the most loving person that you've ever had in your life, I'm assuming, because you're going to marry this person. So there's also sharing with me that you see a part of them that nobody else gets to see, which feels really special. I don't know, maybe there's a very quiet side to this person, or a very calming side, because they tend to be spontaneous and entertaining and probably very funny. But you get to see another side of them that nobody else sees when it's just the two of you. And I feel like that's very, very special. So they don't let everybody see that side of them. Spirit, when is this connection happening? When is this connection coming into our life? I have the next couple of days. Boy, that would be exciting. Let me know. I want to be the first to know. We have amazing chemistry. Terrible timing, not so much. Maybe we have an obstacle to overcome in the beginning, but I do feel like it's going to be full speed ahead. Once we realize that the connection is there, maybe we think it's terrible timing, but it's really perfect timing. Everything works out, Spirit's saying. Next couple of months, beautiful. And then I have today. So they're really pushing this connection. It looks like they're really pushing this connection. It's happening now. Yeah, I feel like they're trying to make this connection, happen like in the now. So it's could be right around the corner for many of you. That's exciting. And let's see what the feelings are. Spirit, please share with me. What are the feelings? There's no doubt in my heart, yours forever. Yeah, they're not going to give up on this connection. This isn't somebody who's going to get, isn't a runner energy. I mean, they're committed. They're like a family person, Once I'm married, and I want to build that nest with you. So I feel like they're a very committed person to what they do. I smell your scent even when we're apart. So maybe I like your lotions, your, cologne or perfume or shampoos, but I just love how you smell. It could be important to you guys. I was so lost. Meeting you changed everything. I think that happens to a lot of people, that you feel like you're never going to meet your person. You feel like you're going to live the life that you're living single forever, but you're always in motion. Things can always change, and things can change very quickly. So you've got to kind of look at it as it's meant to be when it happens. You're so easy to please, and I want to give you more. I feel like this person will do anything to make you happy. I mean, within reason. But I think that if it's something that you will make you happy, I think they're very accommodating. I think they're very appeasing. And I think that, like, where do you want to go for dinner? And you have a good idea. They're like, yeah, that's good. I don't feel like they're very demanding. And I think that's probably going to work for you, that you don't see them as controlling. You see them as pretty easygoing for the most part. So let's put this out into the universe. It feels like a beautiful energy coming in. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you all for being here. If you're watching these pick a cards today, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. If anyone is interested in a private reading, please visit my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. We'll see you all again in another pick a card real soon.